Welcome to Dragonfire.
Ooh, Dragonfire. That sounds fun. I defeat the dragon and rescue the princess.
No, you cross the battlements and get the gold.
Get the gold. Well, I think I can manage that. Here I go.
You're in charge.
I am in charge, yes. Well, that makes a change, doesn't it? I'll leave that bit in.
With one and only time.
Welcome back to Spectrum Days. Where have you been? Or more to the point, where have we been? Well, it's been summer, and obviously Chris has taken his 3-4 months hiatus, where he goes off around the world to try and find himself. I don't know why he bothers. He comes back every year having done the same thing, and he's still just as miserable and middle-aged and doesn't know what to do with his life as the rest of us don't. But we are still here. If you've never been here before, where have you been? Please do subscribe. And to our long-lasting and loyal customers, nice to see you again. Yeah, this is Spectrum Days. If you didn't know what the words mean, Spectrum is the ZX Spectrum that we used to play back in the day in the 80s, and those days were wonderful, where all you had to worry about was when you were going to buy a curly whirly. And now as adults, all you've got to do is worry about your kids buying curly whirlies, because they're not as big as they used to be, and they cost 6 million times as much. Normally I am here with Chris, where we discuss a game from our past, usually 40 years ago. Yes, we are that old. But as I say, he's not here. He's still sunning himself. Actually, I think he's back home now in California, but he can't join us today. So I have a brand new guest, and something a bit of a coup for a gaming channel. It's a girl!
Hooray!
You see, I'm not making it up. If we talk at the same time, then they'll know I'm not just doing a girl's voice and sat here in a room on my own pretending I'm talking to a girl. But sadly, this isn't the sort of girl I can take out tonight to the pub because it's my sister.
You can still take me out to the pub.
Well, that's true, I can.
But you won't.
That wasn't what I had in mind. This podcast came very wrong already. This isn't the deep south of America, is it? We can't get away with that. Can't get away with that sort of thing. But there's a very good reason I've got my sister here, not just because Chris is a work-shy layabout and can't be bothered with the podcast. It's because she's visiting me for probably the first time, I think, that we've been on our own together without parents or
unsupervised,
kids, unsupervised, probably since the 80s. So this is our 40th anniversary
since we lived together,
not being supervised by our parents. So yes, welcome Miranda. Hello.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
That'll be all you hear because I do talk a lot, so she's not going to say much. So yeah, the format of the programme, if you are new to the programme, and for those of you in fact who aren't new to the programme, have probably realised we haven't done this for a long time, so you've probably forgotten what the bleeding format is that we talk about a game from 40 years ago and try and remember it. You know, we try and think, well, did we play it, didn't we? Did we like it, didn't we? Was it hard, was it easy? All those things, and we usually then find out after playing it that actually it's rubbish and we didn't like it and it is really hard. That's been pretty much part of the course for most of the podcast. So today there is one game that both me and my sister did play together on one particular system, and that's about the only, I think, computer and gaming link that we have.
Absolutely.
Do you want to tell people what that is?
So we played Dragonfire.
Yes.
Played Dragonfire on the VIC-20.
A good old VIC-20.
Originally, yes.
Can you actually remember the VIC-20 and me? I mean, it was mine, and I think it was a Christmas present. You remember me getting that?
Why buy just a video game from Atari or Intellivision? Invest in the wonder computer of the 1980s for under $300. The Commodore VIC-20. Unlike games, it has a real computer keyboard. With the Commodore VIC-20, the whole family can learn computing at home. Plays great games, too. Under $300, the wonder computer of the 1980s, the Commodore VIC-20.
Coming soon, Commodore brings you Gorth, the Wonder Arcade game, and Omega Race in home versions. Commodore.
Actually, no,
very vaguely.
Do you remember, and this sounds terrible, but you kind of have to address it, at the time, particularly in the gaming world, games weren't really something girls did as much as boys.
No, that's true.
Sadly. What really then was because we ought to explain to the audience, you're 6 years older than me?
Yes.
So when I was at school, primary school, we had the BBC, as it was called. Computer came into the schools. When you were at school, did you have computers?
I think from about mid-secondary, yes.
Right.
So I'd have been 14 probably when we first had a school computer,
And
I would guess.
A school computer, like
A
one.
school
We're talking
computer.
one computer.
Well, there may have been more than one, but not sure how many we may have had. I remember seeing one in a room.
We're surrounded by boys.
Probably just not on in the corner. Possibly not working. Or possibly nobody knew how to work it.
If you can't tell everybody, we lived in the countryside where we weren't blessed with modern equipment in general.
Little town.
It was fairly small.
Yes.
But can you remember what that computer was?
No idea.
Do you think that possibly was the BBC?
It could have been a BBC.
Yeah,
It's most likely, probably.
I'm guessing it probably was the BBC. So, as far as games, then, do you remember? I mean, I know that Dad came home with the Pong thing, which is the little twiddly knob thing with the Pong game with the two bats and balls.
Oh, yes, I remember Pong, yes.
So you remember
yes.
playing that?
Yes, I remember playing that, yeah.
So that's probably your first game.
Yes, that would be my first gaming experience.
So we do share that. Okay, so we both share that.
Yeah. You didn't share it very much.
We didn't share anything very much. Big brother and sister, and you were older, and I was an annoying younger brother,
Exactly,
no doubt.
yes.
But we did, then when I got the VIC-20, spend a lot of time, I seem to remember,
Programming
together using it.
Well, I'm programming it as well.
Yeah,
Because at the time, of course, you could get the books with all the code in it.
yeah.
And so if you wanted to code up a little game, they were very basic, as I recall.
Yeah.
But
Literally
you could-
basic.
Literally basic.
Yes.
In basic.
In basic,
indeed.
yes.
Yes, very, very basic.
Very basic.
And bad basic when it came to our dad and me. And Dad reading out the code and me typing it in.
Yeah.
Two-fingered, one finger each hand.
Yeah, it wasn't the best typing.
It wasn't.
No.
And our little brother, barely able to contain his excitement in the background, saying, "Haven't you finished yet? Is it ready yet? Can I play it yet?"
Can I play it yet? Yeah. That's a very good impression. That is how I spoke then. It was like I was in the room.
It was. You were in the room constantly. The only problem with these things was, you typed in tons of code and it took you 20 minutes, half an hour to type it all in. And if you got one single character wrong somewhere, anywhere in it,
Syntax error.
yeah, you'd get
Just
the
wouldn't
dreaded
run.
syntax error.
Yeah.
And then you had to appease the god syntax error by finding which character you'd actually mistyped to go back and redo it.
Yeah.
Which could take another half an hour
If you could be bothered.
with your little brother passed out in the corner from the excitement by then.
And you had no way of, I mean, unless it sort of ran, you had no way of saving. You could save it to tape, but I don't think we ever got round to successfully typing something and then saving it to tape. So I think we were literally playing the game and then turn the computer off and that
And
was
it's
it.
gone,
I don't
yes.
think we ever saved anything, which is a shame.
Maybe we didn't know how to at the time.
No, I don't think we did. I mean, later on, obviously, I then was typing my own in, and you were gone by then.
I was gone.
You were gone.
I was gone.
By then. I leave it to you now, son, to type in the games.
Yes. I escaped. I made my escape into the big wide world,
And hated computers ever since.
away from the little village.
I mean, the joke is now that we are, and you. I mean, my sister's obviously visiting me here, and we've basically been on computers the entire time we've been here doing our work.
Yes, working. Yes.
I mean, those, it may seem silly that what we were doing then, but it did start us off. We were lucky.
Well, that generation, it was
that.
the first generation that used computers in the home
Yeah,
and were taught computing at school
yeah.
because there wasn't much before my years. I'm born in 1969, so
Yeah.
you can
God,
do
you're
the
old.
maths. But
You're
I
old.
went to
She's old,
secondary
everyone.
school in 1980.
Yeah.
So, computers before that were only available to big businesses, and most of them filled the size of a room. So,
Did you meet Duran Duran?
no. No, never met
It
anyone.
didn't be anyone.
John Noakes.
You met John Noakes?
I met John Noakes in the Mace.
Wow. In the was he
No,
in the
not
Mace?
in the Mace.
He
No,
can't have been in
he
the
signed
Mace.
somebody else in the Mace. Someone.
Oh
Can't remember.
yes,
now.
you got his book signed.
I got
There's something about a balloon.
Clog.
Clog. Flying clog or something.
Yeah, flying clog.
Flying clog.
Yes, 'cause
Yes, I
he's-
remember that. It was
'cause
like an
he's
annual.
northern, isn't he?
Was he?
Yeah, it was Northern.
Hello, I'm John Noakes.
And John Noakes have written a book.
I'll sign your book. What do you want me to put in it, little girl?
Well, and apparently you were wearing a gorilla mask when we met him.
Oh yes, yes. Which I'd bought on holiday with my holiday money.
Yes. Luckily, you had some clothes on underneath it.
Yeah, I just
When
like
you
to point
first
out,
got-
everybody, I don't know what image I'm using on the YouTube channel at this moment to recreate this moment. Hopefully it's not me just in a mask. If you're not aware, those of you who are listening to this in podcast land, we do have a YouTube channel, and I'll be putting this onto the YouTube channel. And if you are watching it on the YouTube channel, I'm sorry if the picture is terrible of me just in a gorilla mask.
Mum will have a photograph of it. You can
Oh,
find it.
no. Whatever you're seeing is AI. It's not real. Whatever you're looking at this minute on the YouTube channel, it's not real. Okay?
It's him.
That's,
It is him.
It's not me.
It is.
It's not me in a gorilla mask.
Just saying that.
In me birthday suit. Oh, God. Oh,
Those were the days.
Those were the days.
Where did we get to?
Well, yeah, so as far as, we were using the computer, I mean, the main reason I remember distinctly, Dad coming upstairs, it was late night, and I'd obviously been doing the whole thing of, I want a Spectrum, it's Christmas, I want a Spectrum. But Dad go, no, you're not having a Spectrum. And his reason for getting the VIC-20 was...
It was cheap. It was cheap.
Well, yes and no. It had a keyboard.
Of course.
Whereas we do have in the room here, and I'm showing it to Miranda now,
Yes.
my rubber keyboard.
Your rubber keyboard.
My rubber keyboard on the 48, which is not user type friendly.
Well, it is a QWERTY keyboard.
It is a QWERTY keyboard, but it's... I mean, you have a feel of my rubber.
Yes, it's one of these funny. Yes.
It is a bit rubbery. Isn't it rubbery?
It's very rubbery. Colourful.
Thanks.
Put
Thank
it down
you.
now. Put it away now.
I've put my rubber away.
Put it away.
Yeah, so his reason was, and actually did say he'd bought the pamphlets. He's obviously been to Curry's or something and got
some
they'd given you
information.
all the
Yeah, do it
info.
properly,
And
yeah.
he did say, look, it's got big keys. Look, it's got big keys. And I think he was sort of saying, look, you can actually use this to type on.
Yes.
And he was kind of right. He saw the future. He knew it wasn't going to be rubber keys
No, he
from
knew
now
it.
on.
Knew it.
Apple iPad with rubber keys. He knew that wasn't going to happen. So that's why we got the VIC-20, or I got the VIC-20.
You got the VIC-20.
Christmas Day. And one of the
I don't think I
things-
got anything.
No, you didn't. No, you got a duvet, didn't you, that year?
Was that the duvet year?
That might be the year you got a duvet. You asked for a duvet. That's how weird my sister is, everyone.
That's how new they were at the time.
Not a signed Duran Duran album.
Well, there's a duvet and a duvet cover.
I think there were
but
three
anyone who
Togs back
remembers,
then.
yes, but anyone who remembers making beds back in the 70s and early 80s, you can totally understand why I asked for a duvet for Christmas.
What a nice scratchy blanket. You
Yeah,
didn't want a
nice nylon
scratchy-
sheet, followed by two ancient blankets got from God knows where, covered with a nice candlewick counterpane.
Oh,
Lovely.
God. And the wallpaper that matched it.
Well, yes, I didn't have that.
Vomit-inducing 70s wallpaper.
What, flock?
Yeah, flock. Nice flock wallpaper. Match your flock pillows.
Yeah, it's as bad as a rubbery keyboard, you flock, isn't it?
That's why it was best not to dribble on your pillow in the 70s. Yeah, so the difference between that really and the ZX Spectrum, and Mate Next Door had the ZX Spectrum, and mentioned that many a time on the podcast, which was my first experience with the Specky, was my friends next door, was that it had a cartridge port and had cartridge games. I mean, you could get them on the Spectrum, but they were very rare and expensive, and no one really had cartridge games on the Spectrum. But on the VIC-20, they were more, for some reason, they were more common, and we had quite a few.
Yes.
They were very difficult to get in and out of the back of the machine. They were really sort of tight gauged cartridges. They were awkward to use.
Snug fit.
They were a snug fit, darling. But they did load immediately, which was the advantage. It wasn't 20 minutes of typing a game in or 10 minutes of loading from tape. They bang,
Yes.
they were on. And for some reason, you liked Dragonfire.
Yes, I don't know. I don't understand why particularly. I refuse to play anything else.
Yeah, I don't remember you ever playing
Nope,
anything else.
wouldn't play anything else. You'd suggest other games. And
Did I?
Yeah, I expect you did.
Oh, you expect I did.
I think I was probably just quite good at Dragonfire at the time. So
Our listeners demand hard facts. Don't
I'm
surmise things.
So I think that's what I believe. Well, I suspect strongly.
Suspect.
Very strongly is I was reasonably good at it, and given you played other stuff and you were likely to be good at all the other things.
The master of the game.
That's right, as I was not about to ruin my 100% success rate by trying another game. That would be my guess.
Now, you did say a minute ago that you can't really sort of remember what it looked like. Would I be right in saying you sort of...
I had a very quick look on Google myself.
Oh, you did have a look?
But
Did you
only
look at
just
video
a picture,
of it?
not a running video. Just
okay, so I whilst we're talking here...
just a still of it.
I'm going to show
Miranda.
Miranda. You're Miranda, aren't
That's
you?
I am, yes. Totally real, sister here. Totally real. Not fake at all.
There we go.
I do remember, yes.
1983.
1983, indeed.
So yeah, the duck can jump to get. Then you're in the room.
Yes, this is the bit I don't remember, but then it's possible that I did manage to get that
You
far.
got to get all the bits of treasure. Look,
and then get out the
and
door.
then boom, out the door.
And then,
So
Abby, you've got to go
jump,
back across
duck,
the...
Jump,
you still got to go across
jump.
the
Yeah, each time.
drawbridge every time?
Yeah.
I presumably you go home for a break in between. Yeah, have a cup of tea
Put
and a
some
snack.
Savlon on your burns.
That's it.
You're back
Well, I
across.
suppose you've got to shove your treasure somewhere, haven't you?
Oh dear.
So,
That's a lot of treasure you've got to shove
grab all
somewhere.
because we didn't know what the backstory. The backstory is that the kingdom. This is the prince, and his kingdom's been overtaken by dragons, and they've been evicted, and so he's
Right.
going back to go and get all the treasure that actually is theirs.
Right.
Never knew this. I mean, it's just a game, isn't it?
It's just a game, innit?
I mean, who cares what the actual story is?
Yeah.
You just play it, don't you?
You're making all of our listeners cry. No, we're very invested in our games, I'll have you know. We care about the characters.
I am on here as someone who has only ever played one game.
That's really heavily paraphrases don't give a bleep about games.
Although I quite like the Google Dinosaur game, which is very similar, actually.
Yeah, you see, you were saying about this. I explained to the listeners this one.
I will do that for
Go
you.
on, do it.
Okay.
I'd just like to point out to Chris, my apparent partner in this podcast, who's probably listening now, chewing his fingers, thinking, gosh, Miranda's better at this than me, that she's actually done some research.
Oh, I
She's
did some homework.
holding notes.
I have notes.
Physical notes, not us desperately clawing at the mine face of Wikipedia, desperately trying to tell people stuff.
No.
You've actually written down notes.
I have.
Go
I did
on.
get them on Wikipedia, just exactly the same.
Tell us about the dinosaur game.
Okay, well, the dinosaur game, also known as Chrome Dino,
Of course it is.
was created in 2014, so it's enjoying its 10th birthday. And its character, Lonely T-Rex, running across the landscape, and he dodges cacti and birds, basically.
Pterodactyls.
No, the pterosaurs.
Pterosaurs.
Pterosaurs, innit?
I like Pterohawks.
Pterohawks.
Yeah. I remember
Pterosaurs.
that, yeah.
Birds to you and me. The game project codename was Project Bolin, which was a reference to Mark Bolan, the lead singer of T-Rex.
Oh, God, right.
And the maximum score you could
Genius.
reach after 17 million years of playtime, which is how long the T-Rex was on the Earth. So I'm sure they just worked that out by time more than anything else. If your network administrator disables it, say you're playing it in your office, an error message appears when attempting to play it, which features the image of a meteor heading towards Lonely T-Rex, the character,
That's cunning.
which is quite clever.
That is
really,
very
isn't
clever.
it?
But why is that? Why are you mentioning this?
I mention it because it's quite similar to Dragonfire in that the character is running along and is jumping over and ducking under different obstacles that are coming its way, which is similar to Dragonfire, the first part of Dragonfire where you're crossing the drawbridge
Yeah.
and you're evading the fireballs.
And the thing is, you've actually been playing this, haven't you?
Oh, Dino, yes, I've been
Yeah.
playing Chrome Dino, yes. Well, only when my router goes down.
Oh, yeah, only when the router goes down.
Well, yes, because that's when it kicks in.
You haven't found some cunning way.
Well, I have now because I've done my homework.
See?
In doing my
There's it.
homework-
Oh, I don't like games. I don't like it. But been playing
Told me how
been
to do
playing
it.
Dino, whatever it is, for 10 years. Hoping that is the router working? Oh, shit.
I have to play Dino, dear. I have to do some work if the router's working.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
But
I like the fact that you actually have been playing a game.
there's actually virtually the same thing.
Yeah.
When I find something I like, I stick with it.
So what age were we? So we would have had Dragonfire, I reckon, when it came out. So
In
it was
83.
83. So
Yeah.
I was 7, 8.
In 83, I've been 14.
Right. So I mean, you were at sort of the right age. It's not like you were like too old for games.
No,
or,
no, not at all.
It's
no.
wasn't an age thing.
No.
I mean, were you? I hate to go deep into this, but I'm not going to get the opportunity again. But the whole girls and games and computers things, I mean, was it that you... I mean, yes, we've established there wasn't exactly a proliferation of computers in the school, which obviously makes it a little... The age gap between us that much more difficult.
I think boys were just more interested in having, asking, like you asking Dad for one for Christmas.
Yeah.
It was just a device that boys wanted more than girls. I'm sure there would have been girls who did ask for computers and did want to do it. But just... far fewer, I suppose. It's just, you kind of like what all your mates like to some extent, don't you?
Yeah.
And it was ever thus. So
I mean, you probably don't remember, but do you remember the conversation at all with your girl mates at school about, the boys hog the computer, or was that ever a thing? Did that ever get discussed, or...?
Well, we didn't really use the computer very much at all. It was there. I don't remember now whether there were computer classes. I'm assuming there probably were.
Yeah.
Well, having said that, we wouldn't have had a room full of computers, so you can't really do a computer class unless you've all got one to actually use.
Yeah.
So although they were around, they didn't really feature that much.
Yeah.
And also, generally speaking, it was on the cusp of when computers were starting to be used for leisure.
Right.
So when you think about it, at that time, there were always little games consoles and things, weren't there?
Those little handheldy LCD things.
Yeah,
yes.
or even smaller things like your Tamagotchis and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think they're probably later.
Yeah.
But there were sort of basic things, weren't there, you could buy. They were individual games, or they just had a small collection of games on them.
Yeah.
But it tended to be boys more interested in that kind of thing. There's no intrinsic reason why. It just you tend to...
actively discouraged by society.
No.
I
was too busy reading a book most of the time.
I think girls perhaps were more sensible, yes, and doing things like that.
It was probably a bit... I mean, it was considered a bit nerdy.
Yes, even for
obviously,
me, yes, that was I was being aware of that at the time. It wasn't really till the 90s that gaming really started to become cool.
Yes.
In fact, even then, we're talking the mid to late 90s before it became really cool.
Yeah, and the nerds became
it was
cool.
It was everyone playing them, basically.
Yes.
By the late 90s, everyone had a console or some sort. So when did you actually start using computers? Because obviously you went to uni or Polytechnic or whatever. Were you using them there?
Not very much, to be honest. I did do a literature degree, so I suppose it's not a huge call for them.
Well, other than typing on them.
Well, yeah, but you didn't. Yeah, but there wasn't. Still hand wrote all my essays.
Right.
We didn't have access to. It wasn't like the library was stuffed full of them, and you could write your essays and type them out and send them off.
So when was that?
Well, that was in 87 to 90. So
even then, it wasn't highly proliferated use.
No.
Wow.
And I suppose I could have had one maybe, if we were from a wealthier family and I was bought one.
Thanks, Dad, Mum.
But I mean, even laptops were not around, or certainly weren't affordable.
Oh, laptops were very expensive then.
So, I mean, if you didn't, prior to the laptop, it would be a PC. And students with barely enough money to buy food and things definitely wouldn't have had a PC.
No, that's true. No, you'd have had a Spectrum if you were lucky.
So, I don't know, the first time I started really using computers would have been in my working life. Even at that, not initially, not in the first couple of jobs I did. I mean, I first started using them more heavily would have been Abbey National, which I joined in 1995.
So quite late.
Yeah, I was 26 really before.
Yeah, that's quite late.
And they didn't really know what to do with me, and they actually sent me off to learn Word and Excel and stuff.
Oh, right.
Because the guy who hired me was actually based somewhere else, so
right.
I think I turned up and they weren't too sure what to do with me, and he just went, "Oh, shall I have some courses to learn how to do these things." So I learnt, Word, Excel, PowerPoint.
Yeah.
How to do them. Not very well.
Was any of it in there in your mind that, oh yes, I have at least used, the VIC 20, was that was it a benefit that our father had thought, you know, yes, I'll get them something that's going to show them how to type and use a computer? Do you think that did achieve what he sort of was thinking?
Probably more for you than me, because you used it much more than I did.
Right.
But I mean, I'd had a typewriter. So, I mean, in terms of keyboard, yes, I knew how the keyboard was laid out.
Yeah.
I suppose, yes, being used to the idea of looking at a screen and working on it. To some extent, yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, learning the Microsoft Office Suite stuff was probably more... That brought me much, much further along. That was probably more developmentally.
Yeah.
But if I'd been someone who was into gaming, yes, I could see... Yeah, now kids have games from very young age.
Yeah.
You know, even like DS, and nobody talks about DSs and DSIs and all that anymore,
well, that's
really.
What you all started with.
Yes, my children, they all, they started with that. And now, because with phones being little mini computers that everybody has, I mean, I have been wandering around the supermarket pushing my trolley and seen a baby of about 14 months sitting in another trolley swiping with the finger on its mother's phone, swiping away the messages because they're obscuring Peppa Pig or whatever's on for them to watch. Yeah, just going do, get rid of that. Don't want this thing in the way. I'm trying to watch Peppa Pig.
I expect they were watching Spectrum Days. I expect that's what they were doing. They were keen to see. They were keen to see Miranda play Dragonfire.
That's what it was.
40 years later. Well, I think that's a good point for us to pause.
I think it is.
And you're going to have a go on.
Going to be rubbish in front of my little brother.
And I will record this effort, and you can see everybody how this goes. I may even have a go myself.
I will try not to swear.
No, I think you're allowed to in videos about games. I think you're supposed to. That's how these gaming channels work. You're supposed to play a game and swear a lot. Anyway, here we go, folks. Right, we're going to do that now, and let Miranda have a go on a game she hasn't played for 40 years.
40 years.
Whoa.
To a lot of Queenslanders, this home computer is like a new member of the family. Connect it up with your TV and this amazing little fellow can help the kids with their homework and take over the family budgeting. And then for something completely different, he'll play synthesized music or exciting video games. His name is Commodore VIC, and he won't cost you a fortune. For just $2.99, you can wrap him up and take him home to the family.
We stand behind the product we sell.
So back on, folks. Here we are. We are sat in front of Dragonfire. So I'm going to click the play online button. I will put the link below the video if you wish to join in. I found a website where you can play the ZX Spectrum version. Is a modern version by, was that say Luca Bordoni? Luca Bordoni, I think.
Something like that.
Anyway, so it's a sort of newer version. Let's put it into full screen. Oh, there we are. Look. So look at that. Dragonfire ZX. So if you press 3 then to redefine the keys.
3.
So press 3. Now, press redefine for right. So choose a key for right. So traditionally you can use those, but I would go P for right and O for left. So press P for right. So you hold left and right, up and down. Does that make sense? Hang
on. Do you want O for left and P for right?
I would, yes. I would recommend that.
Right.
So press
right's
P.
Going to be P.
So left O. So down A. Q up. And now jump. Probably the space bar with your thumb. That's it. So now press 4. Start.
You've got no chance.
I know. So you got to get from the number 4 button back to your position with your left hand.
Give me a stick.
I'll press it. I'll press start for you. You ready?
No. Help.
Jump. Or hide.
Just run away.
Don't forget duck. You're supposed to duck then.
Which one duck?
Down, duck. Hold it down. That's it. Go. Jump. Space is jump.
Forgotten. Yeah. I can't do any of this.
Jump. Duck.
Down.
Ah, now you got it. Right. Go. Now you got it. Duck. Hold it down. That's it. Go. Jump. Oh no.
That was quite long that time. Oh my god. Ah, I'm jumping even when I don't need to. Bring back Dino. I hate it. No wonder I didn't do it. Look,
Go. Jump.
Jump. No.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I know. Well, I'm not a gamer. And you didn't let me practice.
Well, you can have another go.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Do I have
really.
to?
Well, there's be a yes, really.
Okay.
Right. I'll press start for you. Right, there you go.
Okay.
Go.
Right, down. I can't run when I'm down.
No, of course you can't. Oh no!
This is hopeless. This is hopeless. I'm too old. I can't do it anymore.
You can run and jump.
I've lost my name. I don't know who I am.
Oh God! Duck and stay ducked. Now run.
Don't jump. Run.
Duck! Oh man!
I got 2/3 of the way across that
You did
time.
quite well then.
I
yes.
was quite good that time.
Right, another go.
This is why I hate these games.
Go on.
Jump. No.
Oh, for
I ducked.
crying out loud!
I can't,
Jump!
I can't do more than one thing.
Yes, you did it. Go! Jump!
No.
Oh,
You don't believe I was good at this, do
oh
you?
man, you're ducking when you're supposed to be jumping and
I
jumping when you're
know.
supposed to be ducking.
I
Jump!
don't know. I can't do it. Bring on Dino.
That's it.
Oh,
Oh
damn
man!
it. I don't like it anymore.
I don't care. You're going to play it till your bloody hands bleed. I told you you'll start swearing in a minute, and then you'll get really into it.
Yeah.
Oh man, what are you doing?
Ran away. I ran away.
Oh, what are you doing?
Because I cannot manage 4 commands. As we can see. I'm old. What can I tell you?
Are you actually using your thumb?
No.
Evidently not.
That's enough.
No!
I've had enough.
Come on!
Oh, I'm dying.
Another
No.
go. Yes. Come on.
Hang on. Don't make me do it. What space again?
Jump! What do you mean, what space again? Oh my gosh. Duck. Stay ducked when you duck. Duck. Stay ducked. Now run.
Right, don't jump.
Jump! Duck! Oh, flipping heck! Duck! Run! Duck! Run! Yes!
I got into the moon.
Keep moving! Oh no! No, you should put your hands
Where
back
am
on the
I?
keyboard! Put your hands back on the keyboard! You're in the
Where am
door!
I? Ah,
Jump!
right, okay.
Up!
No.
Oh my god! Oh! Oh no! You're still there! You're in the door! You're in the door!
Oh, for God's sake.
Up! Ah, God. Oh man!
I think I've demonstrated very clearly why I don't do this
my
stuff.
heart rate! Oh my god!
I'm the one with high blood pressure.
You keep your fingers where they are.
No, I don't want to do any more.
Yes, you do.
Enough.
No.
I want to go home.
No, you are home.
I want to
Blake.
go home.
Jump!
I want to go home.
Go! Oh, for Christ's sake! Come on,
I've run
man.
away.
Just.
Oh, no. Right, run, duck. No, I jumped.
Oh my gosh! Jump! Oh, for God's
I
sake!
did jump that time.
No, you
It
didn't.
didn't do it fast enough.
Oh, you complete spaz! What are you?
What the
You
police?
a spaz!
Yes, I know. I told you that.
Oh,
It should not be done. That is enough. That's enough. I've had it.
I'm gonna have a go.
I resign.
Right, I'm gonna have
You
a
have a go because
You
you
can
can
me
just
now.
laugh at you. I'm intending to.
I'm probably going to be equally as bad.
Well, I think you can be able to remember what 4 things do, which is more than I do. 5 things. See, I've missed one of them already.
Right, how do you play this? What are the buttons, Miranda? You've learnt them.
No, I haven't.
Oh no.
You're running away as well. I find running away quite effective. Yeah, go on. You can do it. You can do it. Oh.
Damn him.
Yeah, you've only got 3 to get now. Quick.
Oh god!
Ooh.
Damn stupid dragon. Get off! No! Buggery bumpoos! Told you it makes you swear. No.
Nearly there.
Yes!
Woohoo.
Look at that, it's changed colour and everything.
Oh, yes.
Better than Doom or Mario. And I seem to remember, don't they get faster, the dragons?
I think they do a bit, yeah.
Ooh, you little bugger. Oh, sugar!
I mean, all he does is go backwards and forwards. Quick, grab it! Grab it!
Oh! Damn, 440.
Well, it's probably about 20 times what I got.
See if I use your tactics of just
Run away. Run away!
really not knowing what I'm doing.
It's not a tactic, hate to tell you this.
Is that not?
Definitely not a tactic.
I thought it was a
It's
new
just
way.
generalised incompetence.
So these 10 years of playing other games hasn't
Dino,
helped.
no, that's because the router doesn't go down often enough. They don't actually get to play it enough.
Are you blaming Google for
I
being
am. I
too
do
good?
Wordle now. If I'm bored.
Wordle.
I do Wordle or I play Solitaire. The cards don't go anywhere, it's easier.
Ooh. 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 Look, 440. I've beat my high
Look,
score.
a yellow castle. Quick.
Now, if memory serves, when you get to a certain level, the dragon is black.
Oh,
So
so
therefore
you
you
can't see
can't
it.
see it.
Ah.
And I remember you laughing at me
Getting mad
when
because you couldn't do it.
when I get to that level,
Oh, and being because I'm not
I'd be
mentioned
sort
it.
of pretending. I'd be sort of move my head backwards and forwards in time with the dragon, as
yeah.
if I could see it.
Ah,
I
right.
seem to remember that.
Yes, that would tickle me. I
Yeah.
think. Yes.
If you can't see it, Phil. Yes, you can. You can imagine it. You can imagine. You can use your imagination. I've learnt that from Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
Imagination. Ooh, 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 monkeys boo.
Quick.
Ooh,
Ooh,
oh.
class. Pink castle. Here we go.
What the heck? How am I supposed to?
So the sort of magic
No
lamps
way.
and don't know what they're supposed to be really. Apart from the lamps, I'm not sure what the other things are supposed to be. Candlesticks.
Oh, monkeys boo.
Maybe monkey's boo. Yep, and you got to get the whatever that is now. It's very important. Crown. Green.
Oh no! I jumped when I should have ducked. Ah no!
I was good at that. Doing the wrong thing. It's got a lot
2,700.
faster. Very good.
Oh.
Congratulations. You are definitely the master.
Now you're not allowed to do those impressions on our podcast.
Okay.
You get in trouble.
Good point.
Get in trouble.
You're very good at this, but very good at this.
Now you're still doing an accent. You don't think you're doing an accent. You're still doing an
I'm
accent.
so good at it.
But we're both from Wiltshire. Really, we should be talking like this.
I
Hello
never
there.
talk- I never talk like that.
Welcome to Spectrum Days.
I didn't talk like that.
You did at school.
No, I
You
didn't.
go, hello Philip, all right?
No, I didn't.
You did.
I could put it on.
How you doing?
No, I
You
always
all right
speak
there, boy?
properly.
Yes, we did. We did the posh part of Wiltshire. We
We
were
were
from.
flung up well.
Posh, but no money,
Yes,
as Sandy Toksvig said.
not the best way to be.
Posh accent, but no money.
Yes. Totally useless.
Well, there we are, folks. That has been Dragonfire, not on the VIC-20.
There you go.
That was the new version. I would say I will put the link underneath the video. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can have a go at playing Dragonfire. I think it's a
I need
great
the
little
practice,
game.
don't you?
You do need to practice. I'm going to force her now to play the game more, but off camera, where she can use all the swear words that she knows, which are mainly
About 3.
posh Wiltshire ones. Like,
Only 3.
Bugger me, dearie, dearie.
Mind that tractor.
Oh, it's always
I don't think you're allowed to put that on either.
Oh, but no, we're from there. How can that can't be cultural appropriation?
I
if we're
suppose,
from
yes.
Wiltshire, can it?
That's that. I suppose not.
Well, I've got to go and cut my dreads and and make some Chinese food and
Yes.
other culturally appropriating things
Yes.
that we do here. And yeah, thank you, Miranda, for joining me to
very
relive
welcome.
the memories of the mighty VIC-20, a often forgotten computer which did suffer from being in the shadow, certainly in the UK, of the ZX Spectrum. I know that Commodore with the VIC-20 and then obviously the C64 did do better worldwide, so I'm sure a lot of you across the pond will be remembering the VIC-20, but the UK, yeah, not so many people. But if you do, please do comment below, let us know your memories about the VIC-20, and do you remember Dragonfire, and did you have it on cartridge, and did it actually come out on cassette? Because we certainly had it on cartridge. Did it ever make it to the mighty cassette? Yeah, thanks for watching. Do like and subscribe and all those other things, and yeah, say nice things about my sister in the comments and her terrible game playing. If you're mean to her, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I'm the younger brother, I'm not going to defend her. And
oh, Dad might get a bit annoyed.
Your dad will get annoyed. And yeah, so yeah, see you again, folks. Thanks very much. Please do like and subscribe and join us for more retro inspired goodness. And I'm going to go and eat jelly babies now.
Bye.
Bye. You want jelly baby?
No, thank you. Trying to give him that.
Nom, nom, nom.